Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Maryland campaign event for you. The first round is Westwoods. You're seeing an overview of that, followed up by our second map, which is the Boulevard Heights readout. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and GUI. Teams for today, on the Confederate side, you got the 12th Virginia, Sussex Brigade, 4th Texas, Army Northern Virginia, 5th Virginia, Missouri State Guard, and I Corps, whereas on the Union side, you have the 5th New Hampshire, 10th United States, Jackson Division, 14th Tennessee, Iron Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, Mississippi Brigade, and the Corn Brigade. Server pop today is 250 right now. In balance is 4 in favor of CSA side. No artillery on this map. Frontline reporters today for the Union side, we got 5th New Hampshire Hudson, and the CSA person is not streaming their stream, so for now we won't have that. Hopefully they'll stream soon, but you know, it is what it is. So Westwoods is a considerably biased Union map. Very hard for CSA to win. They have some nice positions throughout the woods that they can defend. It's just because of the chaos of the woods, Union can easily overrun them and kind of take control of the map. CSA doesn't have a great fallback point. This is where they can fall back. So it's not that great. And you can see CSA, they're trying in a sense to turtle. So they're trying to hold back, avoid the Union fighting, maybe force Union to cap.
No, don't worry, brother. We got it. We got it, brother.
Men look beautiful.
Thank you, brother.
So we'll see what happens. Union, though, really kind of moving their way through the woods right now, trying to find them. You have Ninja and PA out in the front right now.
Yep. I literally see nothing out there.
Yeah, the rest of the Union's holding back. They don't have a Steam chat in this event, so looks like they're only sending a smaller force forward to figure out where the enemy is at, and then maybe relay that information to their teammates for now. I'll be intrigued to see if holding back like this works. Haven't really seen that in a long time. So PA engaging with the shots. Obviously the rest of the Union should kind of be able to hear that, and you could see them approaching this far side.
Oh, Wayne was in duress.
Feed him lead, boys! Feed him lead!
More Union up top here now. Starting to deal damage. Corn Brigade's rolled up in its entirety. I Corps for CSA really engaging with that. Alongside Sussex Brigade there. Got 5th New Hampshire moving up as well. You have some Union forces. Iron Brigade starting to move forward. Mississippi Brigade's moving forward. 10th U.S. JD holding back. Look like JD starting to move forward. So Union slowly making their way up to the front. Engaging in close combat with CSA. And the point will be capped by the Union forces here. But perfectly fine for them. It's going to be a close engagement. It's going to force the CSA to charge at some point. And as Union, you're going to want to bring everyone's tickets down. But Union's got to play this smart. They can't be losing their flags. They can't overwhelmingly get wiped.
Load and hold. Load and hold.
Line them up, gentlemen. Line them up.
And a bit of fire. Shoot one more, shoot a few more times.
So really close engagements going on right now on the wood side. You have some I Corps guys on the left side. Somewhat engaging here, but nothing too significant.
Fucking holy shit, man. You'd think we're at war and shit, all this gunfire.
So we got Shy from 5th North Carolina with his view up. So appreciative to get that view up now. And we're all good. So for now, tickets are pretty much the same. They're slightly in CSA's favor. And here goes the CSA. They're going to charge out I-Corps in front. Rest of the CSA kind of following this. And right now it's looking close. The biggest thing for Union, right, they just can't lose the flag. Zooming out a little further, Union's holding on the right, but their left side's being turned right now by parts of Sussy and A&V. And CSA has some momentum, a lot of spread out guys from both groups. Like you have some Union over here, looks like some 8th Ohio guys, and then some CSA holding out on the far side, probably just flag respawns. And it appears that CSA is probably going to overtake this, I would assume. Especially if those Union flags keep getting knocked down.
Get the flags down, boys! Come on!
Get their flags down. Get their flags down.
Get their flags!
But Union, how many? A couple CSA respawns are now moving through. And you can hear Doug yelling, "Get the flags," because that is really what matters. You have one downed Union flag right now. Maybe two. Yeah, so 2 downed Union flags right now. And CSA is going to regain some tickets, but this is great for Union. I mean, you lost 2 flags. It's not the end of the world, but you basically brought both sides down a whole morale stage, which is what you want.
Get on these colors, boys! Die, traitors! Die!
So Union picking up one of those flags. I don't know why that flag bearer stayed so far forward. I think that was a mistake. Union losing some tickets though. CSA might not be able to regain as many. That flag just got up. It just got downed. CSA, some counter-charging. Most holding. And CSA goes down to engaged. And will the Union follow suit? Let's see. Looks like Union's probably going to start holding back now that they have 3 of the 4 flags. There we go. CSA retake that point. And we'll see how they want to hold the rest of this. But great initial start for the Union. Only losing one of those flags, which sucks, but you got 3 more. So Union has some time to kill here as they're forming up in main. That flag's probably down for another 2 or 3 minutes, so Union could try to wait it out if they want. But no real big concern. They can just repeat doing this maybe 1 more time. Maybe 2. It kind of depends on the situation, but we'll see what happens.
Nice speed you got there, Hanson.
Let's see what the CSA plans on doing here. So you got Twin Banners and 5th North Carolina kind of forward on the CSA left. A&V appears to be going forward on CSA right. Further on the back right side, I see some 12th VA guys and 1 MSG tag. I-Corps holding a little further back to the left of where 12th VA is at. And 5th VA is rolling up to the left of where Sussy is. What does LB stand for? That's a new tag. CSA hits engaged somewhere. That Union flag is still down. And you can see Union starting to make their way through the woods right now. JD furthest forward right now with some 14th Tennessee guys in there. I see 30th Ohio here.
Sound of gunfire.
So for now, Union keeping up the shots as their guys from 8th Ohio alongside 30th now.
Fire once online.
Looks like some Union groups are taking volleys and then falling back. And for now, both sides are down to engage. CSA is keeping that point cap. They don't want Union to take it back. I mean, I don't blame them when you lose a whole morale stage in a matter of a couple minutes. You really don't want to repeat that again.
4, 5. I'm alive. Damn it!
Pour into these sons of bitches. Leave no survivors.
Huzzah!
Reload.
I'm trying to shoot you. Get down from the rock.
So Union putting a lot of pressure on the CSA left right now. Actually kind of in the center, if anything, if we zoom out. Yeah, and Union's kind of in the center of it. Looks like CSA are shifting from that right to the left side, though. 12th VA is going that way right now. Rip that flag bearer, he got yeeted. That Union flag should have despawned. Oh, still, how's it? It's got to despawn in a minute or so. Did it just despawn? Look at that. So Union can take that flag back, and then if they want to try to charge in again, they can. It's kind of a center hole here in the CSA line. 12th VA appears to be plugging that hole.
This way, boys. This way.
And for now, it's a shootout. I don't necessarily know if Union's capping or not. I mean, I don't know where Hudson's at on the field, but where he's at, he's not capping, so.
His pet name for you is Sprinkles. I'm fucking stuck on a tree.
Shots being held here by 30th. They're starting to shift around. Maybe we're going to try to see a Union push now that they've got that flag.
So I always aim for the ear. I'm so lost. There we go.
We're shifting back right. So 10 minutes into the round, Union is winning the shootout, which I think Union can cap one more time and then just shoot the CSA down the rest of the way. Because if you're winning the shootout by this much right now, you might as well
We're just coming forward a little bit.
cap a little bit, assuming you can actually cap the point, because CSA is playing it pretty aggressively right now. And they're kind of paying for it a little bit. Union does have plenty of time. They could just try to shoot him out, though.
Yeah, how many reinforcements?
So, Union's starting to shift right.
Let's go.
You have a PA, IB starting to shift that way, MB as well. Trying to turn the flank here of CSA. They're turning around. CSA kind of reacting. I mean, they're turning to the side, but nothing too significant. Is IB going to charge in here, or are they just getting close and personal here? 5th NC's here to stop that. A and V is to, I see, who is it? 12th VA, A and V's there. Prussian running up, dying, out of line. A and V's charging this.
Hit him, boys. Hit him.
This is questionable from A and V.
Hey, your team can't afford this, Johnny Red.
Ninja is very true in that their team can't afford this. 4th Texas charging in. Now 5th North Carolina. I mean, CSA can't afford that. They came in pretty independently. They did not charge as one. They do get the Union flag, but that was not a good use of their team's tickets.
What now we do?
Damn, Fern's got the blicky.
And there's a lot of movement going on behind CSA lines right now. You do have one tiny CSA group out on the far side. It looks like they're trying to make their way back in. But the CSA team as a whole is shifting further and back to the southwest, at least from the compass view.
Keep it low.
12th VA MSG up front. 5th VA is off on the left side on their own. And tickets right now, they're kind of close. It's about an eighth of a morale stage difference. You do have Union split off into two groups right now. You got 10th US pushing up the right side right now. JD's kind of moving in to back them up.
Oh, he's just reloading right there. Walker, shoot that prick.
Nice shot.
Fine, I'll shoot him.
Oh, that brick. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, directly over the left side of this hill.
So Union's inching their way
To the
closer.
southwest.
It looks like they are starting to cap that point.
Oh yeah, you can definitely just, we've got the better ground.
Some CSA pretty close to where those Union lines are, at least relative to the team. A and V is far forward. 4th Texas is very far forward too. Obviously, it looks like they're using the cover of that fallen tree. But and we're almost a third of the way through the round right now. Union is capping. I don't mind this cap at all. I think if it goes the same as last time, it'll bring everyone down a whole morale stage. Assuming it goes the same. CSA could try to hit Union into last stand, because that's really the kind of the only way you win Westwood to CSA. I haven't seen an outright win defensively without doing that for CSA. At least I don't remember, but in recent memory, CSA has never won Westwoods. So who knows? So Union's going to cap here, I assume. Yeah, there we go. So almost exactly a third of the way through the match, Union cap. We'll see how CSA is going to respond to this. Got 5th VA. With 4th Texas, some A and V guys over here. Engaging some shots with CSA, or USA. But the whole CSA team is on this right side right now. Kind of hitting that flank of the Union. Union's kind of split up in two major groups, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're about to charge in 10 or so seconds per what I see.
Company, charge bayonet. V for victory, gentlemen.
For the road, let's go!
In glory and death we charge, boys. Let's make it their death and our glory. We'll shatter him. That's a scout, Alan, on the right.
Couple Rambos out here. You do have 8th Ohio. Rest of the Union team appears to be converged, though, in one major blob. CSA, you can hear them. They just want to sit on point and hold it. Want to retake it as quickly as possible. We'll see if Union tries to contest. 10th US starting to move out the right side here. And it looks like they're going to charge in. The Union trying to contest. 10th gaining some initial ground. They're the only ones charging in here right now. JD charging in now. Only 10th and JD charged in here. And they're definitely bringing everybody's tickets down, which is going to be great for the Union side. Union, they actually kind of won this charge. The rest of their teammates are inching up, taking shots, but they're not trying to contest. Who's charging for Union? PA, they're going to die, but not that bad because they'll lose a bunch of tickets, and CSA won't be able to regain as many. And that recap was pretty quick from CSA, so well done on their part. You have a couple of Union guys. It looks like they lost 2 flags, which I don't know why they brought the flag so far forward. MB's trying to save them, but a lot of CSA here, so it ain't going to work out for them. Anything, this is going to hit Union down to taking losses. Somehow doesn't. But Union lost 3? Yeah, 3 flags are down right now for Union. Union's in a great spot. They can shoot this out the rest of the game. They will win. Most likely. They were winning the shootout earlier. So they just gotta keep doing that.
Which movie? The one with your mom.
Did we?
That's all quiet on the Eastern Front. No, that's the Southern Front.
Yes, that was cheesy.
You guys going to the Diddy party
I
later?
fucking love cheese.
Tap and cheese.
Monterey Jack.
Can I shoot that, please? Steady!
And
Good.
fuck yeah!
Did someone just shoot that?
So we'll see if the Union waits out the 5 minutes to get their flags back and just kind of have a farther distance shootout. Won't surprise me if they do that. They have the time to kill. I'd almost recommend they do that.
Extend left and right.
Extend it.
Imbalance right now is 7 in CSA's favor. Spectating players, while they don't count to the balance, count towards these numbers up here for some reason. So about a 7-man infantry imbalance right now. Confederates knocked down to engage. Union follow suit a second later. So, as Union gets their flags, or if Union doesn't deal a significant amount of ticket loss on CSA, which it's going to take a couple minutes to realize if that's the case or not, they could start inching their way forward closer and closer to CSA to just kind of rake up the kills. I mean, you have a lot of Union moving on CSA left. I-Corps kind of position themselves nicely.
Get ready, get ready.
Target front, Rambo.
But the Union is kind of getting on the side. 10th US, Iron Brigade, PA, MB
Continue on the officer.
are all here. I-Corps is there to stop them.
Down to quick time, down to quick time.
Watch out for capping when we move up. Watch out for the cap.
Do it.
I mean, if CSA... I mean, the thing is, this is going to come down to Union patience. Unless CSA somehow starts out-shooting the Union, which I doubt that'll happen. But Union's charging in here right now. They're probably going to try to get the flags out. The rest of the guys are going to charge in and die. Great opportunity to get CSA tickets down. Twin Banners kind of turning, collapsing. With the rest of Sussy Brigade as well. So that charge... Why are the flags still waiting?
Let's crush these cunts.
I don't get why the flags waited around to die.
Come here, officer boy! Boom, down he goes!
Move in, boys.
Regulars on the line!
Oh, never mind.
Charge!
Keep the flags down, boys!
So I see 1, 2... Yeah, I don't know why the flags waited waited there for so
Do
long.
not chase.
Reset! Reset.
That was a big mistake. Did one of those flags get picked up? Yeah, it did. Twink Splitter. got the flag.
He was saying from the west.
Get back, get back, get back.
So, tickets are now in Union's favor. You have a couple guys trying to get the flags. A couple 10th and JD guys trying to get the flag right now. Gamer's the last one here right now. Quick timing away at the shoulder arms, but we'll see if they get it or not. CSA falling back. They probably want the Union team to cap, and then they're going to try to push them into last stand, because once they cap the point, they're considered defenders. That's what I reckon what's going on here, but we'll see what happens. Union, I assume they'll be smart enough and patient enough to just kind of wait this out till breaking, and then all the engagements will happen, and Union have been pretty dominantly winning that. A&V and 4th Texas are holding really far forward relative to the rest of their team. They're the only reason why this point's under contention. 4th Texas hasn't left yet. And we can see the Union starting to shift around the side again.
Totally behind us.
The bush behind us?
We have a couple CSA guys out here.
Lucky Chan left in the goddamn
Well, I-Corps guys are out here. I don't know why they're out here, but these out of lines, you can't have a CSA. Every little thing's gonna matter here. Union is capping. They should not cap this. I don't know. I don't mind it. CSA is going to try to push you into last stand.
Fuck you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You can hear the guys saying the fall off cap.
Where the fuck is everybody? We're fucking alone here now.
And Union not capping that point. They get off. So smart on them.
Take aim.
Hold. Left onto the
Who's capping? My only presumption, 10th US, Corn Brigade just pulled off. Why is 10th US pushing into the point?
Pull right.
Back up.
The thing is, if one of these guys is in skirmishing or in formation, that point will cap if he's in the point. So 10th US pulls off. I don't know why they went on the point. JD on the right side starting to take shots. The whole Union team's just kind of sitting back here. Not really a whole lot of casualties. JD is pushing through point right now. They just go right through it. Hopefully this flag doesn't die, but JD putting a little pressure here, but they're going to be shot at by most of the CSA team here. So they're probably not going to make... surviving a little longer than what I would anticipate.
This is my rock. It's a pretty rock.
Pull it back.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
JD is falling back. They can't go through the corn. The corn.
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Get your load, JD. Get your load.
Oh, they're just falling back to defilade so smartly. So it looks like Union trying to go around the point on the left side to engage with them. I mean, you have a couple Rambos out here. Some 12th VA, a 5th NC guy. What are they doing out here? The thing is, in order for CSA strat to work, you can't have these Rambos. That's like, what do we got over here? It's the slow... The problem is you get all these... Each individual moment in its own capacity is nothing too crazy, like one out of line. But the problem is that when you add all those little moments up, it becomes a mountain. And when you eventually see that you're down by a lot, and you're like, oh, why did we lose so many tickets? Well, it's all the little things. So, A&V furthest forward here for CSA, 5th VA and 1st Delaware to their left. Union is very slowly capping that point. Somebody's capping. It's one of these JD guys. Or it's the 5th New Hampshire guys there. Because here's the thing, Dubs might be on point.
I prefer the north myself.
And these guys could be putting him in skirmishing, and he could be capping. Somebody's capping. Who is cap? Alright, I guess Dubs was not on point. I just cut to Hudson, who was right next to him, and he's not on point, so. Union, every player from Union's got to play this smart. I mean, this is going to be a slow whittle down for CSA.
Close up! Close up!
I mean, I wish as a spectator I could have the option to see where the point is.
Who wants it? Plug this gap right. I got real estate.
Me, sir! I want it!
One man. There you go.
Oh, damn it. If you goon, you edge. I miss milkshake.
Fucking go!
So I wonder what CSA officers are planning, thinking. Maybe we can hear something.
Good job, boys. Keep it up.
Just like steak, boys. Just like steak. Well done. Yes, sir.
Holy crap.
Taking anything, Sousa!
Someone's capping point for Union. Can't be doing this. Who's running through point? It's got to be JD guys just running through the edge trying to get back where Corn Brigade is. So Corn Brigade and JD are the ones really putting the hurt on CSA.
Getting sushi, of course.
And they get off the point there. I know I'm being very overcritical about all of this, but we saw this last weekend with the point capping. Union did it by accident, and
Uh-oh, they put rubies in the sushi.
Huzzah!
Nice, good job.
Hello, boys! Huzzah!
so a lot of the Union's still kind of holding back in reserve to rush point once that happens. We could see JD or Corn Brigade charge in here to kind of get them down, distract them, so that the rest of the Union team can roll up. JD pulled up. Half their line got shredded. 5th or Hudson. But you got PA up on the CSA right. MB's starting to push that way right now. You also have 8th Ohio circling around. And these, again, okay, they're lucky not to die, but
Friendly.
all these little things are going to add up. Once CSA gets close to breaking, like 8th Ohio here, and MB and PA should charge. And the rest of the Union team should cap that point. That's going to be a lot harder to do than actually what I say. If only it was that simple. They can't coordinate it necessarily in a Steam chat where the officers are all on the same call. Union's capping. Maybe some JD guys are running through point here. Corn Brigade's going to charge. 30th Ohio specifically is going to charge in here. They're going to try to hit him down to breaking here. If not, it'll get very close. The Union on the far side, I don't know if they're moving in, but they are moving. 30th coming out of nowhere, surprising this. CSA is going to countercharge this. They got to go to the point.
Let's go!
They got to get the point because in a second or so they're going to hit breaking. It's unfortunate 30th Ohio couldn't hit him down. But CSA is on point. Twin banners first to get on there. We'll see if Union makes a move towards it. But Union is in a great spot right now. Are they going to continue to charge to push them out? Oh. Are they? Are they charging? I don't know. Got a couple Union groups, they stayed behind. A couple CSA guys rolled up to the top of the hill here.
May want to swing
Keep
like
rolling,
a
keep
door.
rolling. They're pulling back. They're pulling back.
Taking
Keep
a
up.
few good shots there.
30th to the right. 30th, move right.
Do not swing like a door.
Spawning in, go right.
Do not swing like a door.
Hold where you are, just shoot.
Charge.
And CSA does hit braking. You have some charging on the far side right now. CSA's about facing to them. They're going to wipe that pretty quickly. Kind of missed that, but... Okay, and of course the Union on the other side charge.
Ah, this one's mine. I saw it first.
Hey, buddy.
The Union slamming in here right now. Union kind of a little scattered, hitting a big CSA clump. That flag bearer ran right into the CSA line. I don't know why the Union flag bearers are so aggressive tonight. Like, Sid, why are you standing there? These two flag bearers, they got to get out. Actually, I don't know. Obviously, it's a lot harder to be a flag bearer, but just from the overview here, it's just like, you got to get out of there. And they do get out, so props to... Oh, Hateful, you ruined it for me. Can Kaiser make up for it, though? He ran the flag in and died, but he's going to pick up the flag and make it out, so... You know, he redeemed himself. And Union are officially wiped. CSA's down basically half of a morale stage. Almost there, a little less than that. And this is probably going to be a good dub here for the Union team. As we finish, Union would have to
Keep going.
fumble.
Can we pull back and try not to die?
Hold this.
They would have to fumble this match,
A little bit.
which I don't even know how they would do that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Union is kind of splitting off into two groups. Most groups are on the left. You do have 8th Ohio on this side, all by themselves. They're kind of getting close to CSA. CSA doesn't have any of the Union flags down, so that is not good for them.
You smell peak Arab masculinity. I'm just saying.
JD 10th US starting to shift over to the right side here.
Left and right. Spread it out. Spread it out.
On the officer.
And the Union will probably just keep this up until they hit last stand. CSA has to find some way to get this ticket deficit gone. And the only way to do that is an all-out charge. They've been losing the shootout the whole day. But an all-out team charge has got to be the way to go. Although they'll probably hit last stand doing it. I mean, you're down half a morale stage right now. There's not a whole lot you can do to make up the deficit, especially this late into the match. Union wins on cap. Got Iron Brigade and MB shifting around the right side right now. They're charging in, trying to turn the side of Union.
Get out of here, buddy.
Look at this, it's a company base!
And CSA kind of caught off guard by it. I mean, you have a couple of initial skirmishes, but CSA realized starting to turn. They're going to hold this, but that was a great charge from Union. IB, NB, they're still here. I mean, they're doing a good chunk of damage, trickling. 10th US charging up the center now. We'll probably see JD join alongside. And looks like JD, I think some of them at least rolled up. CSA about to go in the last stand. You have Corn 30th Ohio. Actually, it's all Corn Brigade turning where MD and IB were. And they are circling behind the CSA team right now. Union basically encircling the CSA team right now. And there they go. 11 minutes on that clock. Every CSA death, they ain't coming back. So it looks like you got 8th Ohio rolling up behind. They're going to charge in. Union's going to be a little liberal here with their tickets. Like, in theory, should 8th Ohio charge in there? No, but at this point, with Union having a decent ticket lead, it ain't necessarily going to matter. See, and the thing is, Union lost no flags during those charges. I think these are CSA flags, yeah. Union lost no flags during those charges, which is pretty significant. And Union whittling away some out of lines. Point of contention. Zooming over. CSA's holding on the far edge of it.
Get your loads in while you can, boys. Get your loads in while you can. Check your targets, boys. You heard them.
So, Union might final push within the next minute or two. We'll see. But Union is reforming pretty aggressively in the center. Points teetering, going back and forth. CSA might have to countercharge here once they start losing it. Maybe even before. CSA's top priority should be getting the Union into final push. Because you need that black timer to drop, and you need the tick. And right now, by just sitting back and letting the Union shoot you down like this, it's going to delay Union going into final push and give Union a lot of time to slowly whittle your forces down.
Gentlemen, half right face, advance the flag. Gentlemen, advance the flag, regulars.
So, more Unions starting to inch their way forward right now. Looks like 10th West is going to charge. A couple Union guys getting antsy and charging in there. The rest sitting on point. Union starting to win the point. And this is going to be it for the round.
Red bull down.
Hello.
Been an honor, man. It's been an honor.
So overall, CSA did what they need to do. I think they played the right game plan. It's just Union had the patience to not cap and knock the CSA down to breaking to force them out of where they were at. And
Charge! We gotta get him!
that was it, basically. So well done. Good win on Union's part. He's alive still. Got a couple guys here.
Oh, hi.
That should do it. There it is. So, this was pretty generic Westwoods. I don't think I've seen a Westwoods really be different than what we have seen for the past couple of months. Just Union playing aggressive when CSA is going to hold back and you're not able to really deal a significant damage. Not even that, but you just cap, force the CSA to get an engagement, bring everybody's tickets down, do that a second time, and then whittle them out until they hit breaking. And then from there, you win. Now, the shootouts is the big thing. Union was just dominating that shootout. If CSA can win the shootout on this map, I wonder if the result would end differently. But we won't know until we see it. And besides all that, we will see you all shortly for round number 2. And here we are with round number 2. Server pops up to 260 in balance right now. Is 4 in favor of the Union side. Confederates have 12 on artillery. Union has 2. Confederate artillery off in the distance over there. And they have, how many guns can they operate? So they have 6 guns that they can operate from. So 12 isn't crazy. That's roughly 2 men per gun, assuming they use all of them. And we'll see how effective it is because they're down 4 guys, out 12. That's 16 infantry in balance right there. And that's going to be kind of hard for CSA to charge and hold the ground because that's how you win the map, right? You go over the readout, you take the readout, you win the game. So, CSA generally will like to sit out. Yeah, they like to sit out and shoot for a while at this further distance Now, I don't necessarily know why that is. Maybe they're just waiting for their whole team to get in position, because CSA is pretty much spread out throughout the entirety of the map, width-wise. And they're just throwing lead. They're not really hitting a lot, though, because these are long distances. They're hard shots in the first place over terrain that has different elevation, and most of the Union team, outside of when they're peeking out to take shots, is sitting behind the berm. So, I don't necessarily know the approach for CSA sitting and shooting. Maybe to reform their lines, but who knows? But you'll see CSA generally charge one of 3 areas. The least charged side is this right side here. Reason being, it's just the most open area, the least amount of cover. And then the other 2 ways they'll charge, they'll go straight for the center. That's the most common way. It's in the open, but if you look at it from Union's view, you won't really see the CSA until they get pretty close up to the fighting. And then CSA can either loop around to this far side. Another uncommonly traveled area is by going through that patch of sticks, which, from a strictly defensive position, why are there gaps in the sticks? I know it's map design, but at the same time, regardless. 4 minutes are through the match. We're almost at 5. And CSA has not pushed up whatsoever. I mean, we can look to see where everyone's at. You got First Delaware on the far left side for CSA. To their right, I-Corps is slowly pushing their way up. 5th North Carolina Twin Banners looks like they're pushing up. CSA inching their way closer. A&V and the 5th VA guys with some 6 LA guys, like Mr. Corded himself. And on the far right, you got 12th VA. See EE from MSG. That kind of rolled off the tongue pretty well. And then you got some guys out here like Goondog with 5th New Hampshire all the way out here. I don't know why they're out here. I guess they're doing a little harassing, but for only 3 guys, it's not going to be anything significant. And if anything, that's just potential out of lines for your team. Like, here comes 6 Georgia. Good shot from Hudson. MJ, though, gets him on the backside. And it's a 3v4. Kentucky gets that. Ruthless, the last one alive. 1v2. They don't see Ruthless. He gets a stab off. And I'm sorry, what? CSA's charging. See, they're going down the far right. A and V. They're taking a really long way. They're running in between the crossfire to get along this right side. They're going up to these rocks, which provide a little cover in the open. But they're going to be under a lot of fire from the Union team that's really looking down this side. It's kind of leaving this side open, but CSA's not really pushing up this side. Now, I saw a message in the in-game chat from Zoo saying they want the right side of the berm. So, I find it interesting. We'll see what happens. Looks like they're going to hit the right side here at about the 36-minute time, so we'll see how that goes. Look how spread out CSA is, though. I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to go. The spread out nature of the CSA team is going to make it hard for them to be organized.
Those fucking dinks. Those motherfuckers.
If CSA charges in detail when down 12 or so guys infantry-wise, you're not going to win.
I'd like him to just remind me too much of
My
Jews.
pants crackle when I walk.
They call me fucking pajama bottoms at the barracks. Bro, this fucking guy got mixed.
Oh.
Hey, keep the fire up,
I
gentlemen.
got friendlies in the way.
Look at those cunts, lads. They keep peeking northeast.
And the Union defense has really started to move back up that right side. Let's go through where Union is at before they get charged. 8th Ohio, big skirmish line on the far away side. Taking shots down at CSA, maybe getting a hit or two there. I don't know who was that. I don't think I've seen CSA take the guns behind their spawn before. So that is a first. You got JD on this right side within the berm. 30th Ohio to their left. 14th Tennessee in the mix. I saw 10th US over there as well. A and V just got charged out. Iron Brigade. 10th US. PA. Assume MB's in the mix. 5th New Hampshire here as well. PA charged out, and you can see 12th VA starting to inch their way closer. Big here for CSA. Obviously, A and B getting wiped is not going to be great, but them losing a flag that far forward can be a lot. We got about 30 seconds until the charge. You could see some CSA starting to shift around towards that right side. The nice thing for Union, though, is they get a vantage point over the entire field. So even if you're down here, you might be peeking your head, but you can kind of see what's going on from a distance. Tickets-wise, in favor of Union. No surprise there. Especially with just A and V getting wiped. So here we go with the 36-minute timer. And this is what I mean. 12th VA is going on the Union left by themselves right now. 12th VA is going to get wiped. The flag bearer, indecisive. I don't blame him. The rest of the CSA team starting to roll up. They pick up A&V's flag. Never mind, it's down. They pick it back up on the right side. I'm intrigued by this right side push. It's just you're running across an open field point blank. They aren't dying a lot, though. Rip PA. I'm surprised how many CSA guys are alive. They're running through the open. More Union shots starting to hit here. Oh my goodness. Canister just ripped through that, killing about half. That's a great artillery shot. Union collapsing on this side now. And what a hold from the Union side. The two CSA flags, why are they still sitting there? CSA has 3 down flags on Union left. Who shot? Who shot? Euler, I don't know if this was you or not. But if you pulled that trigger, or...
That was an excellent canister shot, my guy.
Yes, it...
Did it kill anyone? It's hard to tell.
Oh, dude, you took out probably half that... Okay, look down near the brush down there. You see all those dudes piled up right outside the berm, outside the brush? That's all you. All the guys
it is.
Killed were inside the berm.
Major props to Euler, if that's how you say it. It's almost like Oiler, like the Edmonton Oilers. But props MB there. I'm going to switch sides here so that frickin' pop-up doesn't show up again. But you have some... Who's out here? What are you doing here? Why do we have Rambos out here? I don't know who the first guy was, but Gerald. I don't like the Ramboing. The Boulevard Heights readout. It's a very simple map for Union. You sit inside the berm. Wow, you sit inside the defensive structure. That's real surprising. But you sit inside the defensive structure. If Union loses inside the berm, you lose the game. Now, that's really how it plays. If Union can hold the readout for most of the game, or nearly all the game, they'll probably win. But the problem is you don't want to give CSA any advantage to get a ticket lead on you and hit you in the last stand before they hit final push. And out of lines like that are going to kill you. So, I'm glad he kind of fell back. But what's the bigger thing with this, all 4 CSA flags are just down. But what the heck? Who was up here for Union? 8th Ohio guys, maybe they're charging out the arty gun that was there, but they're going to take out of lines, which isn't great. Wealthy Demon might die, though. Yes, he is.
Oh, shit.
Hey, come back here. One-on-one now. Come back.
CSA about to drop to engage. But that's the thing, right? With CSA losing 3 flags there, they can't really be aggressive for the next 3 or 4 minutes as they wait for those flags to despawn. Now, if they want, they could try to charge this right side again. I wouldn't recommend it. It seems like the worst position to charge out of everywhere they could. just because of how open this field is and how easy it is to spot.
Those are friendlies.
Get on the right of the corner brigade. Get on the right of the corner brigade. MV, if you need better shots, up the hill.
So, 15 minutes into the match.
Alright, left and right.
CSA down to engage. Union a fourth of the way. I'll be intrigued to see where CSA wants to go next.
Oh wait, I got a sound for that. Hold on.
Oh,
We're hurting them, boys. We're hurting them.
Yeah, see, I had it ready. Why they got the Halo guy to say that? Okay, hang on.
And one of those flags despawned. I mean, 3 of them are still there. I think, is it 12th VA? Are they? Because they're the ones that. Nope. A and V has their flag. This is not good.
Oh look, there's those fucking guineas over there. Those guineas with the Italian flag. Those fucking wops. Those fucking
Siciliano
those-
fucking guineas over
those
there.
Moulignan supporters.
And there goes CSA drops down to engaged. So the unfortunate thing is all the CSA guys that die here, they got to spawn back at Maid. You can just see that slow trickle out of deaths. And if
on that line, continue fire by files.
if the CSA, once they get the flags back, they're probably gonna have to charge. I mean, they're gonna have to charge at some point to break through. It's the only, you gotta get into that berm to deal damage. And I don't know why they want to go right. I hope they go up left. Obviously, 8th Ohio's in a great spot shooting down, but just inching your way up here maybe. Hitting this with, oh, those artillery shots didn't do a whole lot, although they did look cool. 8th Ohio doesn't have a flag there. PA is starting to do the same. So, any minute now. Yeah, the flag's despawned. And they should be spawning in for CSA very shortly. There they are. There, all 3 of them are back in.
Oh, big line of them just came out there. You can see their smoke.
Oh, look at those cunts.
Yeah, look at that.
Battery.
So, alright, you have some Rambos. Who is this guy?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm scared. I'm stuck here, dude.
Who's all the way out here? 5th New Hampshire is there. They are skirmishing away. So CSA's got the flags back. We'll see how they want to approach this. They've spent 20 minutes basically trying to get the Union down. One whole morale stage.
Raise the color. I've got it.
With discipline and fervor,
Yeah,
we all
Richard.
a small redoubt. They think us fools, barely trained and barely knowledgeable of the dangers of combat. But we are most experienced troops who shall hold them here and shall show them the strength of our position.
audio
Yes.
So 40 seconds, CSA is going to start moving out to this left side. They're going to start inching their way. How far left will they go? We'll see. I mean, you got 8th Ohio still kind of on this side, taking shots. You have some CSAs starting to make their way down the left side right now. 4th Texas A&V on the furthest left. I-Corps is to their right. Looks like PA is running out to do a little volley again. And the rest of the CSA team is starting to make their way over to the left side.
Foreman, keep shooting, boys. If you're on the right side, he got shots on the berm. Left side, he got shots.
So CSA really starting to shoot at 8th Ohio. 8th Ohio, though, is... What is that CSA Rambo doing? 8th Ohio, though, not really taking a whole lot of hits. Twin banners, 12th VA on the right side here. Mostly 12th VA, actually. And in about 30 seconds or so, we're going to see CSA charge the center. Look how spread out they are, though. I am going to be very concerned for this charge. You got a lot of Rambos out here, too, for CSA. Which... Come on, tab screen. There we go. 5-man imbalance at 17 infantry-wise imbalance in favor of Union. And hopefully the CSA guys on the left go. That's the thing, is these guys on the left, they should have been moving 10 seconds ago. Because now you have the rest of CSA starting to move in, and it's going to be a trickle in unless it looks like they're maybe charging out to where 8th Ohio is. Ooh, canister ripped through the center there. A little lag there. Looks like some of those CSA guys are charging out the far side. CSA down to engage. But look how much better this is going for CSA. Union is holding strong. Reinforcements collapsing up to the top. You have some charging on the left side. 8th Ohio's probably not going to win just because they don't have a flag. Union needs to countercharge CSA out of the berm. You can't let CSA reform here and just harass you the whole time. Because there's not a lot of shooting right now, so these CSA respawns are moving in quick. You got a couple of Union at main. Everyone's spawning the flags. Chris trying to fire the artillery. Union's got to charge this out, though. One man from Union's trying and dying. Ticket's still greatly in Union's favor. That's a good artillery shot. I don't get why Union's sitting back here, though. Who is it? 10th US further back right now. Seriously, if Union charged over the berm, they would wipe CSA. Obviously, they don't know the exact numbers, but this is an opportunity to wipe those CSA flags, make them sit back and do nothing, be ineffective for basically 5 or so minutes. Obviously, this is going to be a ticket drain for CSA because the whole Union team is basically spawned in, and they're obviously going to outshoot the few CSA guys you have here. And the CSA guys are running up. They're very out of line and in skirmishing, so... Maybe, I don't know, maybe not charging them out. I don't know. Generally, it's just better to charge them out because you'd rather no casualties for 5 minutes than slowly outpacing them in tickets for a while. But I don't know. Look, it's kind of a question of, can you wait the black timer out? Who knows?
Push it, boys!
Oh, I'm sorry.
30th Ohio sitting on the edge here. And those flags for CSA kind of fell back a little further. Spawning those guys in a little better spot. A and V pushed a little right. They had a few good guys, so they're holding up, at least letting their teammates get in their main spawn. You have a couple CSA guys coming from main. You can kind of see that in the distance. But this ticket difference between the sides hasn't looked like it's really changed overall. That was CSA artillery just team killed their own guy. Some Unions starting to go off the right side. 8th Ohio doing what they do best, and they're getting these flanking shots, and CSA is about to go to taking losses. I mean, it's kind of surprising that the CSA is not really able to form on that berm.
This way, boys. This way, boys. This way, boys.
But CSA starting to fall back with their flags.
Look for Zap's. Hey, I still fucking live though, so that's a win in my book.
And so, despite everything, Union's going to hold. They're going to keep that ticket lead about a third of the morale stage. So CSA maybe gained a little there, but nothing too significant.
Oh my god.
There you go. Union forcing CSA down to taking losses.
On the star, MP, on the star, MP, let's go, on the star, let's go.
A lot of CSA clumped up. They're starting to spread out. We'll see when they want to go in again, but this is really lopsided right now. The CSA artillerymen are not justified having this many men right now. I mean, what are they at? It's 18-man infantry in balance. Actually, 12, 11. But spectating players count towards the top, so it's 13, 18. 18-man in balance right there. When you normally see that, you're thinking you can't win that, but yet CSA has so many guys on artillery that it's letting that happen. And they're getting some nice hits, but the problem is the hits they're getting now, they might kill a couple guys, but they're going to respawn back in the game in like 15-20 seconds. So really, they're not doing a whole lot. So, great hold from Union so far. CSA artillery should go infantry. They've maybe had one good shot. And the time they should be shooting effectively is when CSA charges up to the berm or when they're in that close shootout. Obviously, that's a higher risk of getting team kills, but not the end of the world. Union's actually kind of shifting off the center area here, maybe to avoid some of the CSA shots, because normally Union's concentrated there. You have 8th Ohio spread out as beautiful as this. Iron Brigade, okay. They're on the right side. So, I really don't think, based on what we just saw, CSA lost that shootout pretty terribly. So they gotta charge in and win a decisive charge, which when you're down as many guys as they are, I don't know if they can.
Dragon tails, dragon tails. It's almost time for dragon tails.
I got a nickel!
Come along.
Who's on the nickel? I got a nickel. Fucking nickel.
I got a quarter.
Oh, I got a nickel.
Follow me, I got the nickel. There's 10s back
I got a nickel for your pickle.
Here comes CSA. So I hear Zoo here. He seems to be the one kind of heading things up. Not surprising there. Union is a little spread out right now, so CSA might be able to get a foothold here. Union is slowly starting to collapse, though.
Fuck you, war criminal! Fuck you, war criminal!
CSA very adamant to not go over the berm here, because if they get entrenched somewhere here, it's going to be very beneficial to them. Union caught in a really bad spot. CSA charged in, and the Union did not respond accordingly. Union did not collapse on that corner like they did last time. They're also keeping the flags a little further back, so they're not getting down as much. So this charge going very well for CS. I mean, look at that. You have, I mean, 8th Ohio's always been there, so I can't really get mad at them, but is JD over here? Oh, it's 30th Ohio. Like, why are they holding over there? Because you can't let CSA get entrenched in here, and by Union being as spread out as they were, they just let that happen. That's a shame.
Now it comes, gentlemen.
Oh, there they are!
Turkey shoot! It's a turkey shoot!
Shoot him down, shoot him down.
Use the cover, gentlemen. gentlemen, use the cover that has been so kindly provided to us by the engineers.
So Union holding off the berm a little bit, and it might be over for Union now. This is the best coordination we've seen from the CSA for tonight.
Yep.
CSA also spreading out a lot more than last time as well. Union kind of pushed out of their left side, starting to try to maybe turn the CSA flank.
We can win this.
See that shit, so I'll be like, they won't even be set up fucking
You're doing that fold.
Might be. I thought I could fit it in.
Right, shift fucking right.
And this is a great call from CSA. Nice team kill. They need to get inside the berm. They wanted the right side originally, and since the Union isn't there right now. But no, they're shifting right. Union's not here. They can kind of take this and go over. Union, are they making some effort? They're making some effort to get the center back. 30th Ohio going there.
Can't miss, so you got that going for you.
CSA flag shifting further right.
I guess go out.
Fire, you better fucking fire. Fire on him. Fucking fire on him. Come on, fire.
And that ticket margin is now in CSA's favor. This is... wow. Fumble on Union's part.
Keep shooting those Rambos on the right.
Now, similar to last round, CSA has enough time, if they want, to sit and shoot their opponents down, if they please.
Independent fire, light them up, they're close.
Fuck you, Yankee!
But we'll see what they do. Union trying to turn the flank. Some of the Union artillery guys are charging in here. 30th Ohio's going through. Union on the far side starting to run through point. Both sides will drop here. Union's probably going to hit breaking. Some CSA leaking into the readout.
Get the fuck out of here, Flags. Flags, get the fuck out of here. I don't need you guys. Don't stab
Fourth
me.
of morale stage difference in CSA's favor right now.
I don't know where your bayonet's been.
Come here, city boy.
Italian.
Come here, city boy.
And Union down to breaking.
Remember Sherman's March, boys?
More CSA leaking into the berm right now. No down flags except maybe one for the Union up on the top left. One Union flag down in the center right now. Union 8th Ohio's charging from the far side.
Oh my god.
So as long as CSA can just hold their forces down here and reform, they'll be perfectly fine. Union's got to push them out. Like right now, obviously Union's not going to necessarily know, but they outnumber. And you got to get the ticket advantage back and claim this ground. So Union's got to charge this out. Get the flags out. Kill another 5 minutes off that clock. I don't know if that would really cause enough for Union to win, but you never know. Union starting to shift downward. Never mind. CSA have all their flags? Nope, they got one down flag there. A lot at Maine. You got a couple of Union guys at the artillery from 8th Ohio. Looks like they're just getting some out of line kills, but and the Union is going to let CSA kind of reform. A lot though are coming from Maine, so I'm just surprised Union haven't tried to charge them out yet.
A company.
Unless they think they're winning that shootout like we saw earlier in the match.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about C company. They're a little bit down here. I don't know.
Fired. You're fired.
Man, what? Who is that mentally challenged person?
Hello, Lindsay.
Family, my man.
Hello,
How
I
you
saved
doing?
this. There were four
Nice.
rebels standing over this color, and I picked it up and ran
You
away.
just scooped it and ran. That rules.
Yeah, I do that all the time. In the
No, it's not that time.
So CSA as a team running from main down to the corner.
Oh, they're running. They're running for it.
Union very slow to respond. Is 30th Ohio going to charge us out?
Boys, get ready to hold.
Looks like they're just trying to hold this. Got some more Union moving down. A lot of CSA. CSA's got all 4 flags on this side, though. That ticket differential is a third of a morale stage.
There's another one. Shoot him. Nice.
Stand up and fight.
And this is that's the thing, right? Readout, it can be decisively won by one team, but you can't let up your game as Union.
Direct north, 15 yards.
If you lose even one charge and let the CSA get entrenched, it's game over. Some Union charging in MB. I don't know why they're now deciding to do this versus earlier when CSA had no forces here. But tickets are a little closer. Union might hit last stand. It's going to be close. I love the move from Union. I wish it would have been done sooner. 2 CSA flags are down. Are they going to get 3? Why are the CSA flags stopping? Why is Corn Pop? You can't turn around. All 4 CSA flags are down. Now, Union needs to get CSA to final push as soon as possible. And these might get it over here.
Don't overextend. Don't overextend.
Because those artillery guys are trying to spawn in. All of the CSA team just spawned back in. Union's got to knock CSA into final push ASAP. And this could be possible for Union. And we'll see where CSA wants to go. Now, if they wait for the flags to despawn, they'll have to wait 5 minutes to do so. And so, it's like one of the Union Rambos is maybe going back right now. So as CSA, I mean, honestly, if you're CSA, no, you don't have the time. Never mind. I mean, artillery for CSA could try to hit Union into last stand right now, but we're not going to see action for another minute and a half or so. CSA is starting to take some of those guns back. Here comes the CSA team. Union already getting a couple hits on CSA. CSA artillery starting to shoot. Who's going to fall down first? I mean, CSA's probably got like a 65% chance of winning this right now, I'd reckon. It's still very much in their favor, but a lot of this is going to depend on who falls first. It looks like it's probably going to be Union. Those arty shots are critical. That one looked like it... I don't know. Can't tell if it hit short or not. 7.5 minutes. When will CSA go?
When is the timetable?
Push it
We
up a
need
little
flags.
bit.
We need to get our flags.
We do need colors.
We need our colors.
If Union holds for one charge, they need to hold for one charge.
Yeah, push in or go right.
They're gonna hit last
No, he's
stand.
only pushed a little. He's only pushed a little, not all the way.
Saying, if we're
Just
gonna
a
go, we gotta push center.
We're
and then
tempting
we
it.
gotta
We're
go.
shooting
Hold
at
on.
him. We're waiting for our
When
colors.
It's
If
just
we're
a tease,
where
boys.
there's no waiting. Nobody can go get our colors. If we're gonna do it, we gotta push center.
Stand, then we'll go,
We gotta
boys.
push center. We
We're
gotta push
waiting for
center.
that
Go
last
right.
down, then we'll go.
Can you let me finish?
I'm sorry, Austin. I'm not to hear you.
We gotta push center. We gotta push center. We gotta go immediately to the right. Go get our colors.
It's gonna take CSA a minute or so to get across the field. CSA slowly inching their way up. It's looking like CSA is going to wait till Union hits last stand and then go in. Union kind of spreading themselves out a little bit, trying to really avoid artillery, who's really aiming for the side of the earthworks. They're trying to avoid their spots. Like that arty shot was short. Union does hit last stand for somewhere. And there they go, last stand, 6 minutes. Now, Union has to hit him in the last stand. Union as a team needs to be volleying at CSA right now. A lot of guys are sitting. I know why they're spread out to try to dodge artillery, but you got to hit CSA in the last stand as soon as possible. And here comes the CSA team. They got. Okay, I understand that flags don't do anything in last stand, but at the same time, why do you run out that far? You need to distract in the middle of the melee. It's a good canister. That got 3. Fortunately, not final push. So if Union holds this charge, they probably still won't win the game, but we'll see what happens. There they go. A little over 3.5 minutes. CSA, this is going to be close. You got some CSA trying to shift down the hill towards those flags. Which, this is very close. Very, very close. Union appears to be holding. Those flags despawned right as they were about to pick them up.
They're up or they respawn?
No, they despawn. They despawn. Stand by.
Terrible timing. 3 minutes left. CSA should still probably win this game. Those spawns for CSA have enough time to get over, so CSA has one more wave, and that should be able to break Union. And Union has some guys left. Nothing significant, though. I don't think they're going to be able to last the 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. But a good fight by the Union. It's just like, I think if they would have charged the CSA out sooner when they were entrenched on the bottom side of the hill, things could have maybe been different. But, you know, it is what it is. You don't know unless it happens. So, CSA did what they need to do to win. It's hard to take a readout, especially when you're down so many guys. Artillery did not make up for the infantry imbalance. That's for sure. But it's a good fight.
Get everybody up here.
I am here, my friend. Do not
We
fear.
gotta capture
Where
this
is here?
motherfucker.
CSA taking some time to reform up on the berm side. They got plenty of time. And some of the CSA starting to go in there.
Hold fire, prepare to charge.
More going up and over right now.
Hold fire, prepare to charge.
Hold fire, prepare to charge.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you, you wops.
Fuck you, Yankee. It took a charge.
And the rest of CSA going up and over. And that should be the end of the round. So, again, Boulevard Heights readout. If CSA breaks through once, it's really hard for Union to kind of win the match. Because Union was up by a third to a half of a morale stage. And it flipped to a fourth of a morale stage in CSA's favor. So, really well done on their part. What is that? That cannon is twitching on the right because of the flag on the ground. That cannon is inside a bunch of people. But, regardless, why are there so many cannons inside of people? Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have our Patreon in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. Besides that, we have our Discord and merch. But regardless, I appreciate you all being here nonetheless. It means the world. And we will see you all in the next one. I like watching this artillery piece get moved up. Just the one piece. But we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye.